Hello everyone, what's up and welcome back to another video. Today I will be discussing my TBR for NetGalley November. I told myself I wasn't going to do another readathon for November, but I thought this was too good of an opportunity to pass up because I currently have 3 books on NetGalley's TBR and I also requested 2 more, so I don't know why I do this to myself. I don't know who originally created this, but I will link some of the YouTubers down below who have made TBRs and have explained it, I think, a bit better. It is what it is, you know, you thin out your NetGalley TBR. Without any further ado, let's just jump right into the video. So the first book on my list will probably have been published by the time this video goes up. It's Where the Library Hides by Isabella Bines. It is the end of the duology of What the River Knows, or Secrets to the Nile. What the River Knows is basically about a Bolivian Argentinian called Inez, and she has been living with her aunt most of her life because her parents continue to go to Egypt and just leave her there. She has been asking them to go with. They just don't want her to go with because of security and all of those things. Until I think Inez is then 18 or 19, she gets news that her parents have unfortunately passed in Egypt, but it is also requested that she not come to Egypt. Inez is like, nah, I'm gonna go. So disguised as a widower, she goes to Egypt. She discovers that her uncle might be hiding secrets, especially because of his Egyptian brother-in-law. That they might have secrets between one another because both are archaeologists and they are like looking for Cleopatra's tomb. And while she's also trying to figure out what her uncle is hiding, her uncle decides to put like a guardian on her who is an estranged English soldier. And while he's traveling around with her, she discovers that he is quite infuriating and they have this banter going on between them. I think you can figure out where this is going. This is perfect for fans of The Mummy as well as Murder on the Nile. It's got that historical element towards it. I really love this book. I read this, I think, last year and devoured it. It kept me up most of the nights because I just couldn't put it down. And then Where the Library Hides is the end to this duology. Then I also kindly received an arc from booktube called A Midwinter Murder, which is the 20th book in the Lady Eleanor Swift series by Verity Price. And this is basically just a cozy mystery series about this woman called Lady Eleanor Swift. And she usually is invited to Christmas parties, not all the time, but around December she's invited to Christmas parties and there's always a death happening, or she's invited to a soiree and someone is murdered, or she's going on vacation and someone is murdered. So basically she never really gets a holiday because she's always just trying to solve a mystery. And I really love these books. I would say they aren't standalones, but you can read like the last book in the series and still understand what's going on. Verity Bright makes it clear that whoever is in the area around Lady Eleanor Swift, if they are returning characters, you will quickly learn who they are. She also always solves this case with her butler as well as her ginger cat and her English bull terrier, which is always on the cover of this book. And I just love the coziness it gives, especially over Christmas. It's just a welcoming feel with these books. This book comes out on December 4th, so if you're interested in that, have a look. They are usually available on Kindle Unlimited. The next one is not on NetGalley, so technically I have 4 arcs that I need to read. Okay, cool. But I have received this arc kindly from Book Tasters over on Instagram, and this is called Dustria. And what I actually know about this book is it's about historical fantasy. It's warring kingdoms, backstabbing immortals, addictive magic, and forbidden love intertwine in a dark, beautiful fantasy. I don't want to know anymore. I want to go in blind. This book will be available on 19 November. I don't know if it will be available on Kindle Unlimited. I'm not sure. And then the last arc I have is The Sirens by Amelia Hart, and this is about 2 estranged sisters, I believe in a dual timeline. One is in 2019 and the other one is in the 1800s. And I think this is basically just about female resilience. It is about the sheer power of sisterhood and just basically encapsulates feminism as far as I'm concerned. This book comes out on February 13th. I've heard great things about Amelia Hart and I would really like to dive into Wayward before starting this book. The next book I requested, and please keep your, your toes crossed, your fingers crossed, your everything crossed, because I really want to read this book, and it's The Rebel Witch, and I'm not going to try and pronounce, unfortunately, this author's surname because I really can't. But it is the second book, and I believe this is also a duology. So basically the last book in the Crimson Moth series, which is this book. And this book is about a witch versus a witch hunter. It is basically enemies to lovers. It is YA, and I devoured this book in one sitting. So I have been dying since the beginning of this year to get into Rebel Witch, and since I saw the requests were open on NetGalley, I was like, I need this. I need to know what happens, because so many things went wrong at the end. I need closure before it comes out, and I think it comes out in February as well, I'm not sure. And then the last one I just requested free willy-nilly because I wanted to, and it is Abby Jimenez's new book Say You'll Remember Me, which is basically about two characters who have spent a magical night together, and then the female character has trouble with her family and she realizes she can't have a relationship with this man, so she asks him very kindly to forget about her. But if your love for each other is so hot and tangled and everything, is it really possible to forget a love so deep? I believe it comes out in April. This will be my second Abby Jimenez book. I really want to read her backlist as well, because I just love Just for the Summer, and I would really like to dive into the rest of the series. They are kind of my comfort reads. That is the shortest video I think I've ever uploaded regarding my TBR, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a video next week. Bye!